All right, so this one goes to the third video. Sorry about that, guys. So it says find the slope of a line that is parallel to and the slope of a line that is perpendicular to each line. So this first one. Okay, so it says y equals 2x minus 4. So our slope is 2. So my slope equals 2, and that's 2 over 1. So that means a parallel slope would be 2 over 1. But then a perpendicular means we're going to flip it. So my slope is going to be, instead of 2 over 1, it's going to be 1/2. And we have to change from a positive to a negative. Okay, next one. My slope is negative 1/3. So a parallel slope would be negative 1/3. But then if we're going to do it perpendicular, my slope has to flip. So now it's going to be 3 over 1. And it goes from a negative to a positive. Okay. Next, so this one says y plus 4x equals 4. So we just have to rewrite this to y equals. Okay. We're going to take this positive 4x and turn it to a negative 4x. And then we still have plus 4. Okay, so now if I look at my slope here, my slope is negative 4. So a parallel slope will also be negative 4. Make sure you put that 1 underneath. Okay, and then we need to make it perpendicular. So perpendicular would be my slope equals, instead of negative 4 over 1, it's going to be 1 over 4, and it goes from a negative to a positive. Okay, I just realized here we also have to come up with a second parallel slope to these. My brain was a little bit non-existent. Okay, so if we need to have a parallel slope to negative 4 over 1, what we can do is multiply everything by the same number. So for example, maybe we multiply the top and the bottom by 3. So a parallel slope could be negative 12 over 3. Okay? The one before, okay? So to make another parallel slope to this, maybe we multiply everything here by, let's say, 10. Okay? So a parallel slope to negative 1/3 could be negative 10 over 30. As long as you multiply them by the same number, you're good. This first one, my slope of 2 over 1. I could have a parallel slope. Maybe I multiply both of these by 5. You could multiply them by 2, whatever. So 2 times 5 is 10, and 1 times 5 is 5. Okay, so these are parallel slopes to the slope that we were given. Okay, so that's my parallel slope. Okay, so this last one, let's rewrite it. So I'm going to have 3y equals, I'm going to bring this 2x, bring it over, so it's a negative 2x. This negative 1 turns to a positive 1. Now we have to solve for y, so you divide by the number in front. So we're dividing by 3 all the way across the board. So 3 divided by 3 gives me 1y. Here I'm leaving my slope in a fraction because that's perfect, so negative 2 over 3x. And then I have positive 1/3. So my slope here is negative 2/3. Okay? And if I want to do it perpendicular, I flip it. So the 2 goes on the bottom, 3 goes on the top, and it changed from a negative to a positive. Now to find a parallel slope to negative 2/3, let's multiply both of these just by 2. So a parallel slope could be negative 4 over 6. Okay, and that is it. Good job, guys.